Welcome back, hunters. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to the Hunter Call of the Wild with the Askiy Ridge DLC. Our last episode, we went for a little bit of an evening hike through the mountain a bit. Got down a mountain goat, a couple of grouse, and now we're into Elsie Smile Outpost, which is a beautiful and cozy little spot. But we're going to change the time of day to morning, just that way we can hunt a little bit easier, and we have a full new day ahead of ourselves to go after anything we want. So we'll try for... maybe we'll set it for 5 in the morning. I think it'll still be... we might need the headlamp for a while, but... there we go. Yeah, nice early morning out here on Askiy Ridge. We'll see what's out and about, and continue along with the weapons we've been using. The LePerrier Outrider 3030 and the Stenberg Takedown Recurve. I don't know if we'll have anything out and about this early near us, but even if we do have to use the headlamp for a little while, I don't think it'll be too bad. Oh, hang on, is that... I was going to say, like, is that a... oh, it is a butchery stand, although I don't know if you would really keep them hanging out like that. I guess maybe if they're frozen, it's not so bad, but I was going to say, like, if you have wolf packs and black bears, that kind of feels like you're just offering them a reason to come to this spot and eat. But right, our objective is to get up to this area today, so I am going the wrong way. We'll want to head out from the other half of the little outpost here and through there and see what we come across. We did have a wolf call come out from, I guess, the southeast of the lodge as we had arrived here, or the cabin, or outpost. I wish I had a place like that myself. Like, everything you can think of you kind of want or need is right there. Yeah, we're going to head up through here and see about working our way over that way. Looks like we still do have like, flocks of geese and such out and about. We'll have to see what all we have possible encounters till we get up here, because we are going through basically the wilderness here. We don't have a trail or road we're following now. Oh. Okay, and we might have ourselves possibly some deer to go after. That was just a mating call, so it wasn't a warning one. So we should be alright to try going a little bit slowly. I'm just remembering what the keybinds are. So that way, if we do have to duck down and stay low to not spook anything, we know what they are. It did sound like that one was from over 100 meters out, so I don't think it'll pick us up too quickly by sight. I am curious to see what was grazing here. We do have a pretty heavy morning snowfall to contend with, too. I don't know if that will help hide us a little bit more or not. But yeah, for now, we do still need the headlamp in order to be able to see the tracks and stuff. Okay, so that was just the grouse eating here. And unfortunately, I think I gotta go further. Oh! Okay, so we got a whitetail there. Looks like we got a couple of miners for, like, the scores right now. I think that one is going to be the better score. Yeah, definitely him. He's the one we'll want to go for. I think the rest are all pretty calm as they are. So I think we'll actually see about trying to crawl in close and use the bow on him. Because it looks like they're pretty calm just to stay right as they are, grazing or resting as they are. I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to like send them out too soon to want to change position or that. Yeah, so I'm just going to put a little point there so that way I know how we're doing or like how close we're getting. I think as long as we stay low like this, we should have no problem sneaking in towards a good spot with them. And it does seem like the snow's already lifted, too. I thought maybe we'd get that for a little bit extra cover. Actually makes me wonder if I should check the skills. Foggy and rainy weather. So, yeah, I don't think there were actually any maps that had snowy weather for when the game was first made. So I don't think that we have anything to help us for that. Although I wonder if they would just look at classifying as, like, say, snowy weather counts as rainy, and you get benefits from that present. Just going to see if I can try to speed up a little bit. And then once we get, say, like, towards 90, we'll slow down again. Okay, that's just a mating call. Everybody else is calm and doing just fine. Just want to be careful because I wasn't sure there. Now, one thing, too, that is an advantage that the Hunter Call of the Wild has over Way of the Hunter is if you do max out the archery, well, just the perk trees in general are so much better than Way of the Hunters. But if you do max out archery, you can get like a pro, which is you can enter aim mode with a bow while you're flat and prone. So it does let you do bow hunting even more stealthy and gives you like more approaches to it. Okay, so he's standing up now. Okay, yeah, the waypoint thing is not working as well as it could or should. But it looks like everybody is pretty content to just be staying right where they are. And nobody else is coming along. Yeah, we'll use the 82. I think that's the best one for knowing. It is a little slow going to sneak up, but because I don't have a good way of being able to watch their behavior from this far back, I don't want to try speeding up towards closing the distance and spooking them off for all this effort so far. Again, we'll just take our time, get closer into position for it, and see what we can do. Biggest thing is I want to keep my eye to just under the 74 meters. It's probably going to be impossible seeing the video, and I apologize for that, but it is what it is. There's another deer that's just lying there resting, that if they get up, that might be a good indication for me of, like, what's going on with them. It's like, he's happy to graze. Oh, okay, so yeah, those two are right there. I didn't actually realize he moved up like he did. I don't even see him, actually, with the backdrop of the trees there, so once we can hit the 60 meters, I think we'll try for a shot at him. I just want to do, once we hit the 60 mark, make sure we have the bow right, the zero right, the arrows right. Take our time before we take that shot. And that's a big thing that I got to be much more slow and methodical and processed about is don't rush the shot, get everything right, and then have the confidence in taking it. Yeah, there we go. We've hit 60 meters. So he's pretty content right there. He's a class 4. So we'll switch that over to that. We've got the 0 set for 60 already. And I think that took him down instantly. So much so... Oh. I was going to say, so much so, I don't know if the others are going to react that much. Like, yeah, they're just attentive. So if I don't make too much for, like, noise or such, I might even be able to get him as long as he turns back to give us a good angle. Because they're attentive. They know something's happened, given he's, well, it's a body right there beside him. But yeah, they don't care all too much. Now, it kind of makes me want to see if I could use the bleat collar to bring him around. But I've got to be careful on that, because as much as I'll draw him in, I'll draw the two does as well. And if they come in too close and they spook, he's going to spook with them. So it might even be the case of I just want to get kind of close to where they are, and then try almost splitting the middle of getting him brought forward while the other two maybe have traveled a little further away from me. But we'll have to see how this works out, because again, it's hard to say how they'll all react. They're not going to go running off, because if they were going to, they would have already. Oh, that is a little sad. You kind of have the one doe just lying and resting beside the dead guy. Although it does make you think the animals should be a little smarter than they are, unless they think like he's asleep. Yeah, I'm going to try a call and see what happens. Because I'd basically be shooting him up the backside if I were going to try for him as he is right now. Okay, that caused him to... Oh, okay, seems like that may have drawn him pretty hard focused our way. Okay, I'll keep eyes on him. I think that's 2 for 2. Again, it is pretty powerful to be using the sight for the bow and arrow, but I think the biggest thing is more so that you're just getting into range to use it. And you want to make sure that you do get the right shots off. That's one thing I will actually praise Way of the Hunter for over the Hunter Called Wild, is because of the hit indicator sort of system that it uses. It kind of feels like you are getting the circumstances all right to then you have, like, the preconception of the wind, you know how that'll affect things and such. I think what we'll do is we'll get up and go grab them right now. And yeah, we don't need the hen lamp anymore. Not really the brightest, is she? We won't worry about getting her, though. We got our 2 bucks that we were after here. And good silver, both lungs. Nicely done. Ooh. Okay, I'm kind of surprised we got a warning call from over 260 meters away and the wind's not that direction. Either the wolves are super, super sensitive, or something's a little wonky there. Yeah, now we'll collect this guy. This was the better of the 2. This one might even be a gold. No, still silver. I also do like that you actually have, like, the snow coloring on his back and that. Yeah, both lungs again. Again, that's what I want to aim for the most, is if you can get the skill and you're very confident in the hard shot, go for them. But you'll want to focus more on the lungs because you have a much wider margin of error for... If you try for them, you have a much bigger target to hit. And we'll keep going in this direction to that. Let me just remove the waypoint. And we will continue along through the woods and see what we find en route. We still got some tracks about... Oh, there's another... that might be the same need zone for the deer. I'm not super sure, but I want to hit it just in case. Because this could be some scouting that'll help us out in future hunts, just to, like, know where more animals might be grazing or stopping at. Oh, case in point, it was actually for Moose Rest Zone. And that was from 0 to 4, so that actually might not be too old. Although, we'll check the droppings here. I still don't know the exact time frames of when like it goes from fresh to old to very old. But yeah, that's probably moved out of the area, so we won't worry about that. And just quick glass, but I don't see anything moving. Oh, just a dusky grouse call. Yeah, we'll continue straight on this route. Oh. It is just a trivial, so I don't know if I really want to go for her. Like, it is the case, though. I wonder if I should practice trying to use the bow and arrow. Just try and get, like, say, the 40-meter mark with it. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, God. Yeah, see, I don't know why the 2 arrows missed on that, but the third one did when I decided to use the sight right. It seemed like they were basically on top of each other anyway. I'm going to switch that. I'm going to get the predator caller out. And we'll see if maybe we can bring a wolf up. Oh. Another snowfall starting. See if maybe I can collect the arrows that just plumed out the snow there. But again, that's where I do feel like the sight does help a lot and really helps make a big difference for the game. It looked like I was right on for the bird for both those other times, but just a little bit one side or a little too high, a little too low. With using the sight, it definitely helps hone you in much better. Can I, like, see... I don't even know if I can see where the other arrows are. No, there's... So I guess they were a bit high for it. No, silver honor. And actually, yeah, pretty good to actually get through the main body. See if I can... Oh yeah, I can pick that up. And I can pick that up. So we didn't actually really lose any arrows aside from the one for... the shot. Yeah, there's some geese flying over, but... haven't heard or seen anything else of that wolf that called out. Now, I assume she's traveling with at least one other one. And I thought maybe the first call I tried, because as a warning call, maybe they were alert and would be more wary. But I thought these other ones, if they were going to come in, we might have had something for, like, reaction by now. Just going to do a quick glass, and if I don't see anything, I think we'll keep walking on to the destination we have in mind. As it is standing, I don't want to stick around when there's, like, no sign of return on possible effort put in. Yeah, I'm going to head for this. We might even get another warning call, let me know, like, how far out they could be. Or it could be that with the one shot that, like, had the warning call go out, they ran with the other ones I took. We've also got, oh, whitetail in the area, or trotted through at least. Oh, just them. So I'm kind of surprised that the geese, like, do, like, go fleeing and everything, even airborne above you. I kind of thought they'd have to be more landed on the ground somewhere to have that behavior. They would start, like, doing, like, warning and fleeing calls and such. But yeah, we got another moose rest zone, so we know that some of them do like the forest here to sleep. And just a walk, so it was a female at this one. And just going to take a peek down the hill, but not seeing anything directly along. Not seeing anything over that way either. Nope. Another feed zone, although kind of far out for where we got the track for it. Oh, gray wolf run over this way. Oh, fleeing. Okay. He's quite a ways out, but I kind of do want to see about getting him, or going for him. Yeah, we're going to put a waypoint there, and we'll just go on foot from here. I know it wasn't the best shot at him. Well, we'll see what it says for, like, getting over there. I tried to get it in for the lungs, but it's possible with the zeroing I aimed too high. It did still hit, I believe. I don't know if maybe that could have been the wolf I heard before and they fled up there. I'll just get over and take a look. It didn't seem like they were too far out. They were within 150 meters of our position. But they do have some odd behavior where it says they are fleeing, but they walk at a very calm and slow pace to, like, leave the area. So I'm not too sure what I should make of that. I'm wondering if maybe from this spot, we'll then try to follow the trail and come to this outpost. So that way we have a fast travel spot out here. Yeah, I think that's enough time. Nope. Yeah, we got a lot of wolves over in this half of the map. So we'll see if we do find any bit of blood here from that shot. Kind of hard to say with how the terrain is, so we'll have to just examine all the tracks we get in here. Looks like we got quite a mix of different species. Moose, possibly? Oh, droppings. Yeah, here's our gunshot. Non-vital organ hit. So that does mean that he's going to be going around for a while. Now that's a run. That's another mating call. I'm going to put that there. And just see what else we got coming in. Like, I know we got the one wounded guy that I want to keep going after. I do want to see... Okay, yeah, we got him there. Now, him being very hard makes me think he's going to be pretty good scoring. The only issue is... because of that behavior that's got him going in circles. That's very low bleed rate. Okay, he's going to keep going that way. I thought that would have been a lung shot on that one down there. I want to be careful of that. So I don't know if that's the case, like, howling to call things in? Or what the howls mean, because that did sound pretty close to us. Now, it should be just down here. We'll be able to find the trail for this guy. Got that marked up there. I'm going to leave that one marked, because this one I think will be the better of the two. I just need to check and see, like, if that registered it even hit him or not. Like, there was a lot of bush and stuff between us and this second shot, so I don't know if I actually got him or I hit a tree that was blocking him. It almost looked like he got stuck in a weird, like, behavior loop of going in that circle. And it's saying there is a lot of hunting pressure here, though, so that might be... Okay, you know what? I've got a marker down here of, like, apparently we're spotted? Yeah, previously spotted gray wolf, so that... I have to imagine that's the one we took the shot off at. And we do have blood. He did go down. Okay, so that was a proper connecting shot. That's what I want to see. Medium means we at least clip one lung. So yeah, he shouldn't be able to run too far with that. And then we have the waypoint down where the other one was. Yeah, it's 50 to 75. So we'll be able to turn around and go for the other one once we do track down where this guy dropped. 25 to 50. So probably just over the next hill or around a little bend we should find him dropped. And this one is going to be at least a gold. Maybe diamond, but I don't know for sure. Oh, yeah. There he is. Over there. Okay, let's see how you score. Oh, just a gold. Okay, hit him further back than I was planning on, but it does seem to have counted as through some of the lungs, so that's good. But he was at... Oh, okay, he's actually... For being, like, ranked as difficulty very hard, I thought he'd be closer to diamond than he is, but... We'll just take him as an unsaved harvest. Head back and find the trail of the other guy. And I think it was actually heading towards the destination we got in mind. So this might work out to getting 2 goals, 1 direction. Because the thing is, with the hunting pressure, I don't know if that appears unless the animal dies. Ooh. Oh. Just them. And I think we had a pheasant call out. I'm just going to try to run us back to where we've got the waypoint left from where we hit the other one. This one, I'm guessing, might be another pretty long trek to go if he has dropped from the shot. But it could also be the case, too, that the shot was enough to inflict the hunting pressure on the map, and he's still out and about somewhere wounded. Yeah, there we go. Right on there. And then we want to follow the blood trail, because that's the most recent from him. It looks like he's got a pretty steady direction that won't get mixed up with any of the other trails from him. Yeah, that very low bleed rate makes me think it could be quite a while before we'll be finding or seeing sight of him again. But it is going somewhat in the direction we need to go, so this works out. Not as well as it could have. Again, I wish I had gotten that shot to a lung proper. But that's the thing I really got in mind with the zeroing, is taking the time for the shot, even if it looks like it's, again, chance of slipping away on us. So I think I'd rather let the shot get away than mess up and we have to play, well, wounded chase. Yeah, this is almost looking like it's directly going to where we need to go. Atiksaka. Or Atiksaka. Yeah, we might take a quick tour to the left just in order to get these objectives kind of met. And then resume on tracking this wolf down. Ooh. Okay, that changed to a trot right there. So I think that means that he's going to have been calmed down as we keep going. We'll see what it says for like how long it's been since this dropping was left. But we'll definitely want to use the rifle for... Oh, okay, so there is a little bit of a drop in his health. Okay, another run, so he's probably... I'm going to put a waypoint right there. And we're going to just head over here for this while we're here. This was the big objective I wanted to make sure we would get done this week, so... it's not too far off. Head there, get this done, see what it kind of unlocks and opens up. And then keep on our way. It might even... No, it is another outpost. I'm actually surprised how generous they're being with the outposts. Like, they are still some distance away for the size of the map, but it's nice to have so many different fast travel spots being set up. And being also guided to them, too.
Where it all went down. Try taking a look at those trees for me, would you? Speaking of Métis and Cree, I'm more than happy to give you a guided tour of Askiy Ridge.
Askiy Ridge, okay.
Not in person, I'm afraid. But I can give you directions to each site and a little blurb about each of our landmarks. It's one of the many things I do for visitors. Whenever we have them, I mean.
Okay, we'll claim the outpost. So that way we've got this as a little spot we can come back to or fast travel from. And we gotta go looking around the trees for... Oh, I'm guessing this might be the one here. Yeah, that's definitely the work of beavers.
There's some serious beaver activity going on around this cabin. Fortunately, you're talking to a beaver expert. Go inside the cabin now, and you should see something that's wiry and metallic in one of those rooms.
Wiry and metallic? Beaver traps? Snare? I'm not sure, but we'll do as they say. Oh, wire fencing. Okay, I guess we have to set up the fence for her, perhaps.
Yeah, there you go. See if you can also find a plastic tube and a metal cage somewhere in there too.
Okay. I'm not sure what we're actually up to here. I thought maybe trapping of some kind, but this almost seems more like something else.
Good work. Step outside when you're ready and I'll show you how they work.
Beaver deceivers?
All right. You're going to want to take that wire now and wrap it around the base of any big tree near the cabin.
Okay, now this I can understand.
Not too tight. We want to leave some room for the tree to grow.
Yeah, this I understand is trying to beaver-proof the area a bit so they won't take down any trees that could fall on that.
The thing you just picked up is called beaver fencing. If you wrap the trunk of a tree with this stuff, then that'll deter any beavers looking around for building materials.
No, this one here.
Don't worry about any white spruce trees you see. Beavers aren't big fans of them anyway. Great
Okay,
job.
but what about the cages?
There's one last thing I need you to do, and that's to check out the beaver dam to the east of the cabin. Something's not right about all this.
Okay, we'll do that in a little while, because, I mean, that is the way towards another outpost.
I'm a fan of letting nature run its course, you know. But if a tree comes down on a shack when someone's sleeping in it, then that person could be in trouble. Sometimes humans have to protect other humans, too. We're lucky our caller managed to get out of the way when he did. Maybe you'll meet him if you stick around for long enough.
Okay, we might have a possible deer coming in. Because of how easy it is to usually take down the deer.
I'm worried about beavers being found this far away from the dam, though. That thing must be getting pretty big. Then again, wood buffalo likes to brag that their beaver dam can be seen from space. I haven't been up there myself to check, though. To wood buffalo, I mean.
So just going to see if we can call these deer in, see what we might have up here.
Believe it or not, we've had problems before with beavers chewing through internet cables that ran under one of their dams. I couldn't even research a solution because, you know, the internet was down. You can't really relocate a beaver because other beavers in the area can smell that they're not a family member. I've tried before, and it wasn't pretty. Trapping them is usually the best way to go because you can get a nice pelt out of it. But hunting is cool too. Their tails are good medicine, and they're delicious too.
Yeah, there is, well, I don't know if that's supposed to be like a pun on the beaver tail desserts that are made up in Canada, but it is something where you kind of have to figure out, okay, as much as they are a problem animal, there are ways to deal with them and try to keep the population in check, and also environmental impacts they can have too. I was hoping maybe we would get one of these, or that deer that called coming in, but yeah, I don't think we will, given the way the wind's blowing. Like, even if it is coming in, I think it'll probably smell us, and that'll keep it alert in a way. So we'll go back to focusing on this wolf track. I don't think we'll be able to find him before this episode ends, but I would like to if possible. Like, it could even be the case if he is still bleeding out from the wound, he may have gone down in the time that we've given him. And that does kind of curve to the direction we gotta go anyway, so that kind of works out too. Yeah, there was the last tracks we got of him. So I think we should be seeing another magenta track to follow up with in just a moment. There we go. Again, I don't know if he has gone down from this or not. The other one we did shoot him with a bow, so I feel like that could have put him down. But with this one being a gunshot, I don't know if it would have the same effects as the bow and arrow. Because I think there's something with the game where the arrow can continuously keep the animal bleeding out, whereas I don't think shots with firearms do the same, but I could be mistaken. Okay, but we got a little bit of a mess of tracks here that's going to make this difficult to follow up with. Okay, you know what? That says 25 to 50, so I'm guessing this is the way we want to go. It might be maybe he picked us up and scared off again. But yeah, I definitely want to be much better and more careful with my shot placement for things. I don't want to go after anything else till we get this guy. Just so that way we do have things kind of more neatly wrapped up and we're starting fresh with no follow-ups to worry about. Because my guess of how it looked like the tracks were going, maybe he was doing like a little bit of a loop around, then got spooked and continued down this way. Wave the Hunter doesn't really have that much of an active tracking system. It's more like just little signs left out and about. Dusky grouse, we're not going to worry about. Yeah, we are at least going general direction we need for this objective. So this is actually panning out to be probably the best case of a bad scenario. Because the thing about the wolves, too, is, as you've noticed, they can be very sensitive. And you can startle them off without meaning to pretty easily. Just hoping we do find one that says... yeah, see, this is still saying very old, so it's almost like it's been a long time since it's been through here. I'm just hoping to find a 0 to 25, which should mean he probably has gone down from that shot we took at it. Because it could still mean, like, the bleed out will stop before he drops. And then we have to try to track down him and the group he could be with and getting another shot just to finish him. I think the big thing I've got to do when it comes to zeroing is not to go over the zero distance. And yeah, unfortunately it's pretty thick in this area here. I'm hoping with how much time has passed and all this being very old means if he is still about, he'll be calm and I could possibly hear a warning call and such, and then slowly work towards getting an opportunity to finish him off. Okay, there's 0 to 25, so that might be my sign. He has gone down from this. It's just... yeah, and we have elk in the area. Definitely something we could go for next episode, but this one... yeah, again, I'm just going to see if we can follow and finish up with them. Still saying very old. But I do like this encouraging sign of the last quarter left. Ooh, and we're getting a nice view from top of the hill here. Okay, just go down a bit further. Yeah, we're basically going to be on track to head right for the beaver dam to follow up with everything, which I do like. And from there, it's just a... okay, a fair bit south and a bit to the east, but... That might be a nice little bonus objective to pursue for us if we can. Yeah, still saying very low. And no signs of the body yet. Oh. Okay, that's a bit of a hard right. Oh. There he is. Okay, thankfully he did go down from the one shot. We'll have to see where it says I hit him, but I'm thinking I was aiming too... I think I hit him too high, so it didn't register in the lungs. Well, this is where we can basically get our review of how poorly did you do. We still got him down, but could have been much cleaner. So let's see. Okay, I actually got him further back than I thought. It might have clipped the lungs if I was more forward, but yeah, definitely not my best work. And he would have been a gold if the harvest check had passed, but with no vital organ hit, that took a bit off of the full score. But at least he's down. And what we can do is end today's episode with that little bit of success from failure found. So next episode, we have a beaver dam to check, and then we'll go forward from there. But for now, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of The Hunter, Call of the Wild on Askiy Ridge. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.